SAP, there are two ways. There are two joins actually. They are called as two joins. And what are those two joins? Inner join and outer join. Now let us understand it. This is very important, guys. This concept is very important. Try to understand it very well. If you have questions, you can definitely ask me. So let's say this is your table 1 and this is your table 2. Okay, this is your table 1 and this is your table 2, let's say. Okay, now what is inner join? Inner join is the common data between these two tables. Inner join is what? The result of inner join is the common data between these two tables. Inner join does what? Do you understand intersection? Have you heard this term in mathematics logics? Inner join brings common data between the tables. Actually, so let's say if you are having 100 records in this table, if you are having 200 records in this table, so what is the common between table 1 and table 2 is will be the result of inner join between these two tables. So if I have to perform inner join between these two tables, actually I'll be doing what? If I have to perform inner join between these two tables, I will be bringing, let's say, common data from here and here, let's say. So if this is the common data, the inner join will be the result of this much. The inner join will give you this much data, let's say, because this is the common data between these two tables, let's say. But there's a catch here. On what basis will you decide if the data is common, right? If the data is common, you will have to decide the condition. How can you say the data between table 1 and table 2 is common? There must be at least one field you should be able to decide that, if the value of this field is same here and here, that means the data is common. Let me give you an example. For the case of employee master and employee salary details. So how will you make sure that the employee master details and employee salary details are of same employee? You will have one common field. Let's say example, employee ID. So let's say if employee ID is there in table 1 10001 and employee ID is there a field in table 2 also. So if I find 100001 in table 2 also, that means that is a common data. Okay, so when you join two tables, inner join is always the result of common data between the two tables. And for inner join you need what? On condition. What is it called as? On condition. The example that I explained you, employee ID on condition, means you are joining the two tables based on a condition, and that condition is employee ID of table 1 equals to employee ID of table 2. Let me give you example T1 employee ID equal to T2 employee ID. This is what? This is nothing but a on condition. Means you are joining the two tables based on this condition. That is what is called as on condition. You are joining the two tables based on this condition. That is why it is called as on condition. So inner join is what? Inner join is common data between the tables. How do you decide the common data between the tables? Based on a condition, and that condition is at least one field in the table, at least one field between the tables must be common and it should have same data. So like the example 100001 is there in table 1. If you have same 100001 in table 2 also, that means that is a common data, and you are checking one field to decide whether the data is common or not, that is employee ID. So that employee ID is called as on condition. Are you getting it, guys? Simple. If you have questions, please ask me. Don't hesitate to bring out your questions. You should either have question or you should say it's understood. I can't decide if I should move on. Understood clearly? Good. So this is the one I was explaining you is inner join, the data common between the two tables. I think if I draw this figure, then I think you may be able to recall it. Have you seen this table figure like this anywhere in your academics or something? Figure like this. Actually, so the data somewhere here becomes what it is actually. The data common between these two circles, the data here, this is what, this is nothing but the common data. Not able to color that common part. I'm not sure how will I do it. So this data, somewhere this data, actually this one, this data here is nothing but your common data. Getting it? So this is what, this is a common data between this and this. So this is something called as intersection or inner join, the result of inner join. Okay, this is the result of a inner join. Sorry. Right, this is what, this is the result of a inner join. All right, so let us understand few things from here. So if you have table 1, let's say S char with the details LH, DL, JL, and you have S flight with fields char ID, con ID and plane type LH and DL. So when you say inner join between those two tables based on this char ID, so this is called as what? Join condition. This on condition is also called as join condition. Okay, on condition is also called as a join condition. So based on the join condition, you will do what? You will decide the common data. So let's say if I just want to calculate the result will be what? What are the two common fields? What they, sorry, data records LH and DL. So LH and DL will be the result of inner join. JL will is not common, so it will not be the result of inner join. So result of inner join is LH and DL. So what is LH? LHDL. What is the con ID for LH? 401. What is the for DL? 106. What is A316? This and this field is also joined. So fields are coming from both the tables, but only common records are the result of inner join. Okay, JL was not found here, so that is not the result of inner join. Getting it? Inner join. Now what is outer join? There's something called as outer join also. So let's say you have this table 1. We'll try to simulate the same example, similar example. This is table 1 and you have what? Table 2. Okay, this is table 1. This is table 2. Now, actually, outer join is of two types. Outer join is of two types actually. Outer join, you have what? Left outer join and right outer join. And SAP supports left outer join. By default, the join is outer join is, if you are just saying outer join, it means left outer join. If you do not mention whether it is left or right, so by default it is left. Okay, remember that point also. Now what is outer join actually? The outer join means if it is left by default, it means all the details from left table and common details from right table. That is left outer join. Getting it? What does it mean? It means all the details from one table and common details from another one, that is outer join. All the details or data, right? All the details or data from one table and common data or details from joined table. Let's see. Getting it, guys? This is your out join. So you are bringing the details from table 1. So if you are saying out to join between table 1 and table 2, so the result will be, let's say this is the result. So it will be like all the details from T1, sorry, and common details from T2. And only, let's say only this much was common. So this will be the result of this join, result of outer join actually. Getting it? Yes, guys. Okay, good. It is the result of outer join. Now, do you need any join condition for this? Right? Because you want to decide the common data also. All the details from left. Anyway, so LH, TL, JL, all will come here. LH, TL, JL, all are coming. Now, common details. Do you have common details for LH? Yes, common details for LH is con ID is 401. Plain type is A319. Okay. So, common details are also copied and the result has become this way. This is the result of outer join. So everything from left, char id, all the char ids, all the char name, the given here. But there were only 2 records from right, so it has brought only 2 records. So all the details from left and common details from right. The common details were whichever table you will take. When you actually, what happens when you join, you have to mention the name. So whichever table you mention first, that becomes left because it has appeared first, so it becomes left. And you say, what do you say is, you'll say join T1 T2. So when you say T1 T2, T1 becomes left. When you say join T2 T1, so T2 becomes left and T1 becomes right. Understood? Left, right, it decides on that. It decides on that basis. Understood? Inner join or outer join, this is very important actually for you to understand the concept of waves. Right outer join, exactly opposite. So all the entries from right and common entries from left. Okay. All the entries from right and common entries from left will be your right outer join. But by default, the join in SAP is left outer join. So if you explicitly want to make or right outer join, you'll have to mention it that